Well, I'm gonna first talk about something digital me, future me, and then if I remember to talk about something else, I will. But I want to cover this since I got it on my page, and I'll try to get it covered, and then I'll just start biatching about stuff. All right. Since I've been seeing these ads, I want to cover them. Ooh. On YouTube, um, the ads that I have it written down here as ads that say vague stuff. It says, this is how I wrote it down. I'm just going to read it. To help but don't tell you what, redirect clicky. These 5 things will, if you just blah, 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 right? So if you watch YouTube, I'm sure people have seen these. And I see the Chuck Norris one a lot with, when did people, oh, that's right, I gotta when did Americans didn't start flying with orange juice and stuff. Let me just do when, because, I want to say something, but let me just, when was orange juice first? Just hopefully the AI will come up. Well, the consumption to date back to the commercial production is relatively recent. In late 19th, Florida and California began producing orange juice on a small, but in sea discovery, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Essentially, I was basically right. In my what I was just going to rant about. Okay, so the Chuck Norris commercial. Thing, orange juice and cereal. Don't drink orange juice and cereal. Americans didn't start eating cereal and orange juice until the early 1900s, so don't do it. Well, yeah, Americans didn't start eating it and drinking it until then because we didn't have the ability to. All right, so it wasn't around, so we didn't have the option of drinking, of doing so. It's like saying Americans didn't start driving cars until the late 19 teens. Like, yeah, that's because that's basically when they became, available in any number. I mean, we know they were starting to pretty much be invented right around like 1890, 1895, 1900, but they were luxury items, big luxury ticket items. For really rich people until, 1910 to 1920. And then they started to become much more mass available. So that's the same kind of thing. It's like a doy. So it's not like orange juice and cereal are like, anthrax for your body. I don't know how healthy or unhealthy they are, It's just like they're using these kinds of fucking. It's like it's a huge ad. It's like a bunch of bullshit. You know. I want to sell you something. Don't drink this because blah blah blah. 70% of all doctors smoke Camel cigarettes. Why are you smoking Marlboros? Oh, go fuck yourself. All right. I came up with an herbal supplement that has the potential. It almost possibly has the potential to increase muscle mass by almost 3,000% within 1 year. It's a secret though. You have to watch all my videos 4,000 times. And then I might sell it to you. So, get to watching, bitches. What a bunch of dicks. And the other one was this fucking that I seen recently. I watched. I've seen it a couple times. This thing where it's like this guy who's like cut out these 5 feminizing foods, and over 40 guys especially. What he was saying. Cut out these 5 feminizing foods and add these 3. I think they were herbal. They were either herbal supplements or 3 rare foods or something. And again, you wait throughout the entire ad, and near the end of the ad, it's like, click on my link. And it's like, yeah, of course. Of course. Of course, you're not going to just say it in the ad. You're not going to like say it in the ad. And I'm not going to click the shit because I'm pretty sure if it goes to something where you just say, what the fuck, it's in some kind of like, it's on a website where it's just like a 20-minute fucking video where maybe they give it away at the end. But most likely it's you trying to sell a book or the actual fucking a supplement that has this miracle shit. And, it's just like modern form of fucking bullshit, Dr. Phil garbage. It's just like, you know what? Why don't you go peddle your snake oil somewhere else? These people are trying to do the numbers bull crap. It's like, if they could just get, first of all, the great thing is views to their website. First of all, get that. Websites probably got fucking tons of ads, so they win that way. The video is probably there's an embedded video which probably is posted on YouTube, so they get a view on that video on YouTube too, so they get views that way on that fucking shitty ass YouTube video. And then I'm betting they sell stuff either way. Here's our merch site. Buy our merch that says, I'm an asshole. There we go. I'm a stupid asshole and I voted for Trump because RFK Jr. says, drink uranium and you might grow a third testicle. So, yeah, there's that for you. These fucking ads. You know, I mean, why can't there be an ad for, an honest ad for a guy that's like, I got a warehouse full of Uzis, Mac 10s, and RPGs. Do you want some? I'll ship it to you mail order. And, technically it's illegal, but I know how to fucking get around. I know how to get around interstate fucking sales shit, and nobody will fucking know. And you can get your fucking RPG, and maybe when the fucking Nazis come for you, there you go. You got a fucking RPG, you got a Uzi, you got a Mac 10, you got some shit that can make them think twice about driving up your fucking shit and be like, there you go. Or, if you just want to find out the next place one of these douchebags is going to be visiting, you can be like, there's Air Force Two. Wait until it's about to take off and be like, there you go, bitch. Right on the rear end of the fuel tank. Be like, there you go. Why would you shoot one of the engines out when you can fucking make sure that son of a bitch is going to be done? I do not condone domestic terrorism. Unless on the off chance it works. Because it's not terrorism. Unless it's used to, get the British out of here. Right? That was a revolution. That was not terrorism. I'm sure it was viewed as terrorism by the British, but right? We call it a revolution. I'm sure that at least for a little while in Britain they called it those damn colonial terrorists. And I mean for a little while after what was it, 1783, I believe, is when they signed the treaty. And we're still teaching kids, those fucking terrorists over in America, whatever. Because they still came back in 1812. Like, we're gonna liberate that fucking terrorist nation. Can't have that stain on our empire. I believe that's what that was about. They wanted to come back and fucking be like, that little thing, fuck you. I don't remember exactly the American educational system. It's not too thorough. But that whole American Revolution was basically the start of. The British, losing their grasp on the fucking world. It was the domino effect for the British Empire. Shit started fucking all their colonies started fucking rising up after. Well, I don't know if America was the first, but that was the first fucking big one. That was the first big chunk, and India was not. India was not soon after that. It was not long after that. It was, then after India, it was like, and and they were done as a colonial empire after that shit. Oh crap! Now we gotta be like financiers and stuff. Whatever. Anyways, so Trump's, trying to be a fucking true dictator. Trump and his fucking Nazi stooges all around him, which, are getting more and more needy to have bullets in them, I think. I think more people on the internet need to start waving the flag of, not fucking peaceful politics, but fucking these guys gotta fucking go, because obviously they're not leaving the democratic way, so these guys gotta fucking go fucking now. And if the people and if the politicians in the red states and the people that hold the fucking the governors, all the politicians that are currently in office aren't getting on board, then they need to fucking go too. And like I fucking said, the blue states need to just stop fucking sending money to the federal government. They just need to shut all that shit down. Stop fucking sending money there. Shut it down. And people are like, all right, we're doing our thing. We're not going to play nice. We're going to redistrict. That's still politics. Cut off the blood, which is money. Cut everything off. And California say we're going to trade with fucking China. We're not going to trade with fucking, Texas and shit anymore. Say we're directly going to trade with China. We'll be like, yeah, that's right. We're going to trade with a fucking communist state now. Because we don't fucking like you, Mr. Trump and shit. We're going to start buying, a bunch of Chinese shit and fucking not giving it to you. So what do you want to do? How do you want to play this? 'Cause you're a dick. Somebody thinking, because these people are playing the talkie game, and the talkie game is a talkie game. We're past that. We're past words. We're fucking past fucking words. You need to look at not at the step of not where we are, but the step of where it's gonna be. Where this jerk off is gonna be. So there you are. Fuck. Oh shit. Fucking A. Barry Roman. Look at my head. Look at this shit. Yeah. I am worn out somehow. Just freaking worn out somehow. Jeez. Freaking jeez. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all I can do. Boobs out, people's boobs.